Alright, Kimbo White here. I'll start doing a few things here with my videos now that I got my system upgraded and Windows 8 and all this new jazz going. I'm going to start doing a few different things. Uh, I recently lost like 25 pounds again and probably getting like 20 of it back. And I'm going to start doing some weight loss uh, updates and vids and things of that nature, at least like once a week. If you MMA people, my MMA people I talk to don't want to watch any weight loss videos or anything else I post up, man, just don't watch it, but stay subbed for the MMA vids, But I know a lot, MMA and staying conditioned and health go hand in hand, so I think that, anybody who wants to talk about MMA will probably uh, be halfway interested in staying in shape and helping a fat guy lose a little weight. Maybe you guys got some tips, and people who know a little bit about cutting weight without shedding too much muscle and this and that. I got a real good diet that I lost 50 pounds with before, and gained muscle and lost 50 pounds of fat with. So I've got a fairly good diet of my own. Uh, I could use a few tips on some conditioning exercises and things of that nature. But anyways, I just want to let everybody know I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna hit it hard. I gotta lose about 50 pounds and get myself back to where I should be. Uh, but anyways, the purpose for this vid is UFC on Fuel 8 picks. I got them wrote down over here. Start with the main event. I'm not really sure why. Obviously I'm an axe murderer fan when it comes to fighting. And how he carries himself outside the ring. Who doesn't like Vanderlei? If you don't, and I don't really know why, but I still think he's one of these guys. Obviously he's 36 years old. The horrible leaving knockout. He redeemed himself with Cullen Lee, and I can see him letting him rematch. Uh, Franklin. And I can see him maybe letting him rematch even if Liddell wouldn't have retired, or let them two slug it out one more time. Fuck it, we'd buy it, right? Or at least watch it. Fuck it, they could throw it on free. But I just don't see a whole hell of a lot. He should be thinking like his last couple of fights, who he really liked to fight in the last couple of fights of his career. Instead, it seems like he's trying to work his way back up the ladder when I just don't see that. I don't see Joel Silva thinking that. Uh, that's my opinion on it. I'm going to take the younger, faster, probably stronger, more in shape, better cardio, without a doubt. Brian Stan. Um, he's very well rounded, just as good in the stand up and everywhere else as Silva is at this point in Silva's career. And not that Axmurder can't catch him, but I'm going with Brian Stan in that fight. The next fight, Stefan Struve, they've thrown him, since Stefan Struve's came in the UFC, I preach about this all the time. It was pretty fun the last race, prediction race we did, and this one too, even because uh, none of these guys ever give Struve the credit, man, and everybody thinks he's going to get knocked out because since he's came in the UFC, all they've done is thrown, the biggest, nastiest, heaviest strikers you could possibly throw at a guy on the face of the damn planet. They have thrown at this guy to try to knock his ass out. And a couple of them have even been well-rounded fighters, like Dennis Stoyanich and I'm trying to think of Miocic. He just fought not too long ago. Uh, Dave Herman. These guys, okay, they've thrown some well-rounded guys at him. Now, granted, Dave Herman is no Mark Hunt, but Mark Hunt has, he's got obviously he knows how to not get took down, uh, and obviously you don't want to get hit by him, but man, honestly, if Struby, they started out with Junior Dos Santos and just went through. Just go look it up, and you'll see it's like the ten heaviest strikers in the UFC, besides Cain Velasquez, have Struby's had to go through. And out of those 10 guys, the only two that have been able to get him was Big Roy and uh, JDS, who are both beasts. So, uh, whatever. I don't know. You know, I could definitely see Mark Hunt knocking Struby out. I could see that. Just like I said with the others, with LeVar Johnson, with all the other monsters that they're throwing at him. But, K1, K1 legend or not, they thought Pat Barry could get him, and we saw what happened there. That didn't even last that long. So I'm going with my man Struby in that fight. And once he goes through Mark Hunt, I mean, I thought he would have got a bigger name. Not that Mark Hunt's not a big name, not that Mark Hunt doesn't deserve a big fight after his last couple of performances. But, you know, I just think that Struby is, what's he got to do to get the credit he deserves? Well, we'll see. Well, he's probably going to choke Mark Hunt out, most likely. So, we'll see. We'll see. Surfer Kim picked Mark Hunt. I know he's a Struby hater, Mr. Struby hater, but we'll see. Manny probably picked Mark Hunt too. And I don't know if Carson's going to do a vid on this one, but he might have picked Mark Hunt as well. But I'm going with Struby, so we'll see. And I watched all those other guys' vids to see who they picked. But I know already the Surfer Kid went with Hunt. So that's going to be interesting. I will take Diego Sanchez over the Fireball Kid. I think Fireball Kid's got a puncher's chance in that one. And I think if he lands a few big ones, I think, he could work Sanchez over about like BJ Penn did. But I just don't know if he's got, I don't know if he's got the overall talent stand-up wise to, because what I'm thinking is Diego Sanchez's wrestling is just ungodly, vicious. And not only that, he's like a Cain Velasquez. He hits you while he's wrestling, and I'm sure that's what he plans on doing, smothering him, not even letting him get that big right hand off or anything. But probably what he planned on doing to BJ Penn too, and he got smoked. So, guys, that's what real good, real bad, I should say, real bad, however you want to say that. Lombard and Okami, that's a hell of a fight. Hector Lombard and Yushin Okami. It's hard to say, honestly, what in this fight. The thing is, Okami is suspect to heavy strikers, and we've seen that plenty of times. He's suspect to heavy strikers, suspect to top-level wrestlers, even though his wrestling game is a lot better these days than what it used to be pre-UFC and all that. But, I think I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think I'm going to take Hector Lombard by knockout. I'm not mistaken. I think Kim took Lombard by knockout. If I'm not mistaken, I think Movie Buff told me that she was going to take Lombard over Okami. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. Don't quote me on that. She doesn't do vids just yet, but she is in our race. So I think she's going to start doing vids soon. Let's see here. Go out on a limb here and say Rani Yaya to shit. First, second round submission over Hirota. DHK over Bahadur Zada. Oh, shit. I'm not really sure how that fight would go. I'm not really sure what DHK's game plan would be in there against Bahadur Zada because they're both well-rounded. We might see some kind of crazy submission out of him. We'll see. So Varez and Fakuda. Now, Ken went with Fakuda in this one, and I had a feeling that he would. As soon as I saw this matchup, I thought, I bet Surfer Ken's going to take Fakuda because Surfer Ken likes wrestlers, and obviously wrestling is been about the best base for MMA. But and every time I see Fukuda, I think, dude's a good wrestler. He sticks to people like stink on shit. But man, Tavares has really impressed me lately, and Tavares comes in great shape. He's no slacker. He seems to work hard. He's got good takedown defense, and he can get up from a takedown. And his striking, striking is pretty good. Excuse me. Whew. Damn. Uh, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna take Tavares. I'm gonna take Tavares by knockout. I think Fukuda's gonna try to smother him. I think Tavares, if he can keep Fukuda from wrestle fucking him, knock Fukuda out. I'm gonna take Tavares over Fukuda and try to make at least a one pick move there on Ken in the race. Even though I'm down like the fifth person out of 9 of us or some shit, I'm definitely probably not gonna win. And I'll do a vid on that here soon. Update everybody on the standings on it. Looking like Surfer Ken's probably pulling away with the second race. But anyways, let's see here. I take Brian Carraway over Mitsugaki, and that's my kind of my upset pick of the night. I know he's going to be the underdog in that fight, and I know just about everybody else is probably going to take Mitsugaki. But Brian Carraway in his last 2 fights, I thought he looked like a pretty determined fella, and dude's had a couple impressive performances. I'm going to take him. Cristiano Marcelo, I will take him. I will give him a chance to get a submission off on Takadomi, Takadomi, however they say his name. And if he doesn't win this fight, I think he needs to stick to jiu-jitsu. But it's awesome to see him on these UFC cards. And if any of you guys don't know who he is, go look him up on YouTube, Wiki, and you'll know real fast. He's world-renowned jiu-jitsu guy. But, this isn't jiu-jitsu, so this is MMA. Somebody asked me on one of my videos, I can't even think of what he calls himself now. I am international. I think that's what he calls himself. What I thought about Kyung Ho Kang, who I really honestly had either not paid attention to or seen fight up until now. But I went and watched his last 3 fights, and he had a long layoff from his last one till now. I'm just, not that the guy looks like he's that bad of a fighter, but I just don't know if he's got what it takes to take out Caceres, who I like very much and has quite a bit of fighting experience in and out of the UFC. Very well-rounded guy. I'm going to take Bruce Leroy over Kyung Ho Kang. And then the very first fight of the night, which is my last pick, is Marcelo Guimaraes. Okay, whatever. Not over, but versus Hyun Gyu Lim. So Marcelo Guimaraes versus Hyun Gyu Lim. The reason I say versus is because I'm not making a pick in that fight. I really don't know either guy well enough. So, that's something I'm going to sit back and enjoy and see what I think about. And that's pretty much been the last word with Kimbo White. And I'll be getting up some more vids now that I can edit these damn things the right way. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy these fights.